Hey you guys, I hope you're doing so well. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Natasha Gisela and I am the owner and founder of Confidently Healthy, trademark in the US, and also in Puerto Rico. And I'm so happy to start this video today because we're going to be speaking about something so important, and that is not to let anyone in this world to distort your reality. I'm gonna go ahead and take my notes because it's gonna be a good one. If you are new to the channel, I have lost 80 pounds and that was throughout COVID. Then I gained it all back. Then I had to do it again. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Some would say that I was in psychosis, and I would probably agree with that. Not a religious psychosis, but a psychosis nonetheless, right? And I had to learn a lot of lessons along the way. And I'm really happy that I learned those lessons. And I'm sharing them here on this channel. And one of those lessons is when I got sued, it really did teach me about manipulation and narcissism, right? If you have been following me since 2023, is that when I got sued for my YouTube channel, correct? And I'm looking for my beauty balm. Give me a second. This is the marshmallow. And the video is still up, and what they were trying to say is what I experienced wasn't true, but the judge ruled in my favor that it was true because the plaintiffs argued in the closing statement that my experience was true. Give me a second. Anyways, and I still talk about it because the legal process is still ongoing. We're still in that. And I see it closing September. And I'm really excited because as a pro se litigant, I won against 2 attorneys. And I say this because if I had not documented everything, the social media thread that, give me a second, that I was sued for, if I had not kept the video up, or had I not saved the video that the judge told me to delete in the courtroom, where my witness basically confirmed everything that happened, right? Or saved the comments from the mother of the Queen of the Parade. Hey guys, how are you? Basically helping me out and turn that into evidence within the state of Florida. My reality would have been distorted, and I would have more than likely developed an autoimmune disease. And I say these things to help you guys out. It's very important that you learn how to defend yourself in the court, because people like these people who sued me enjoy to distort your reality because they love to infer pain. And they have the time to do it because they're so miserable in their lives down in Miami, because Miami is such an expensive place to be. And they just waste money. And that is exactly what they do. Damn, I got the perfect color. I thought I wasn't. Perfection. And they're Cuban, so that's all they know because their government is like that, right? And that's why I always say, Puerto Rico, be very careful with who you're voting for. Make sure it's not like a Cuban government. And when you are healing yourself, and I speak a lot about that on the channel, becoming confidently healthy, you're protecting your reality. And a lot of people want to distort my reality. I remember this girl, Sierra Mack, in high school, and a girl, I think her name wasn't Brianna Chambers, but in middle school and also in elementary school, because we both had elementary and middle school together, they would try to distort my reality so badly in how they treated me. For example, they would be nice to me 1 minute and then be mean to me the next, right? Specifically Sierra Mack, right? And when someone's nice to you and then they're mean to you, they're manipulating you, right? Even my tenants right now they're doing it to try to stay on the property. No, when someone has already shown you who they are, get them out. It's done, right? And it's very important that you have those boundaries because this is your only life and you need a life of peace. Like, for example, I know I have to get my tenants out before 20 years. Why 20 years? Because in Puerto Rican law, when someone stays for 20 years, they automatically retain possession of the property. So that was my goal, to get them out. And it still is my goal. And I don't care if they give me $20,000, they're getting out because I can always make money, right? Money always comes and goes. I don't care if they repair the house. I mean, that's part of the deal. They have to repair the house before they move out, right? And a lot of you guys will fall like, oh, they're repairing the house. No, that's part of the deal, y'all. When someone does you wrong, I'm giving you an example for this case because I have once too been fallen of the pendeja. By the way, this is the L'Oreal balm, and when you know the law and you know, like for example, some people would say, "Oh, they're repairing the house, so sweet." Like that's how I was beginning of the move, like them being evicted. Oh, then my mom was like, no, that's what they're supposed to be doing. It's a month-to-month contract and verbal contract, so they are 100% of the repairs because he was trying to be like, oh yeah, can you repair this? It's an electrical unit. And I was like, let me talk to my mom about that. And then I started doing research, all thanks to AI. No shade, no tea. Please stop using AI for travel plans and your therapist. It's for you to research the law and medical stuff. Anyways, and I was researching with AI and it was like, no, verbal was like, verbal contracts are 100% their responsibility. Any repairs is on them, X, Y, and Z. I was like, they try to get me as pendeja to get me to pay for the repairs. That almost happened. That reminds me when I was in Vienna. This is the NYX concealer. I love this stuff. I'm only gonna put a little bit on. When the lady, not my tenant, but my roommate, she tried to make me pay for the window repair when the house I was staying at, the apartment, had insurance. All I had to do was ask the neighbor across the unit across from me, and she didn't want to give me the landlord's line to pay for the repair. And she was so freaking manipulative. She hated me so much. I was like, oh God. And I just remember coming into the house one day. I was like, where's my stuff? Don't touch my stuff. Oh, here's your stuff. I was like, I bet you were planning it though. And she was, with her new friend. And she pushed all of my stuff out of the room. The worst human being I've met. And I say these things because a lot of people would try to distort your reality, manipulate you for extra cash, right? Like to see how much money you got, right? To see how much are you willing to spend, right? And this happened to me in my court case. The plaintiffs thought I had all this money in the world, right? Because I posted a comment on social media. At that time, I was building 6-figure businesses, but because I was sued, I became so mentally and emotionally distressed I couldn't pursue anything, right? And my reality got distorted because of them. And I lost everything. And they sued me for my business. They thought I had 3 6-figure businesses. And the jury awarded them. And I know which jury, the blonde girl, the one with the white woman, said, we're going to give her them because she defamed the plaintiffs, blah, blah, blah. six figures, $300,000, $350,000 judgment. Well, my bank account only had $57, right? And they wanted to see how far I was gonna go, even though we already told them I was judgment proof, right? And I say this is because people want to see how much is in your bank account, who's really bluffing, who's really telling the truth, who is doing what in life. Well, I'll show you. I don't care. I have nothing to hide. Because I treat the court system real, right? And a lot of people are bluffing, right? Or a lot of people have money that they can't explain for, right? Or they can't tell the truth. And a lot of people will try to distort your reality up until it's time for them to show documents. And until you understand that, you're gonna be in a crap load of trouble. Like a crap load of trouble. And that's why I say you better document everything. If I had not documented each social media post, each financial document, I would have been toast. This is the CoverGirl powder. I'm in love with this stuff, y'all. So good. This covers everything. I think this is better than my banana baking powder from Revolution. It's so good. Look at that. So nice. And then another thing, you have to understand a lot of people are stupid, right? So when you document something, the jury's stupid. An average jury in America, even in Puerto Rico, has a second grade level education. Like, they can't read. When I was a teacher, for a month in a public school, some of them had a third level reading. Like a third grade reading level. I still remember, like, I'm so shocked. Do you know what, like, I'm shocked. Now I'm over here, I took a driving test, right? Y'all, I got a 40% on that. I don't even think I got a 40%. I was like, dude, I know how to drive. I don't even know how much a fine is. Like, I'm a good Samaritan, so. Like, I'm pre-law right now. I'm so exhausted. And luckily I passed again on my second try. Look how beautiful that is. Where's my little, okay, this is the best stuff ever. I'm in love with this thing. So another thing, let's not allow people, including our parents, to distort our reality of who we want to become in our life. Take a nap in the middle of the day and say, you know what, this is who I want to become, and grab that energy again. And then go ahead and do the small actions each and every single day. Like for me, looking at myself, posting the skinny faja, oh my gosh, I'm like, I cannot believe I changed my body like that. And it took a while, but I did it. I did it. Like, for example, each and every single morning I write down who I am. Like, I am this weight. I am this height. I do this. I generate this much income. That's what I do each and every single morning. I am debt free. And when you start reprogramming your mind, you're reprogramming your life. Like, oh, I have settlements from this. I have this. I have this. I have that. I guarantee you pretty soon, bam, you'll have everything. And that's what I did with my weight loss. When I was 201, I would say, I am 130. I am 118. Now when I'm 130, I'm like, oh, okay, 130 is my check-in weight. Like, oh, I need to check in. I am 118. I am 115. So like I always say 130, like, oh, 130, I need to go back down again, right? Because what happens is, like, a lot of people deal with psychosis, or a lot of people can be like psychotic, or a lot of people can develop depression. And when I was 201, I didn't realize I became that weight because I didn't like weigh myself each and every single day. And I don't care what people say, like, don't weigh yourself every day. No, I weigh myself every day for a reason, because, or like start at the week and end of the week, just to make sure that I'm okay mentally. Because sometimes we, like right now I'm talking a lot and I'm not taking breaks and drinking, right? Or like people are living too fast and they're not eating properly. And when I'm weighing myself, I can evaluate my nutrition. I can evaluate how I'm doing psychologically as well. So I think that's very important for me, and also it helps me not to distort my own reality and how my body's looking. So I'm gonna go in with the Lorac palette. I've always loved this palette and I want to use it a lot more. I love this brand. So for me, that was really important as I became a lot older, because, you know, when I was in college, I was always traveling and I was always seeing new things, and then COVID happened and I just stayed stuck, right? And I was seeing the same things. And, you know, someone in the foreign service said this to me, like, when you see the same things and you're like not stimulating your mind, you tend to get people's thoughts and you tend to develop like them. And I see that in the Puerto Rican community as well. Even in Jacksonville, I see these beautiful girls like become so ghetto and end up with these ghetto men. Like, girl, you can go ahead and change your life. I have no clue why you are there. And they just don't do much. So I literally push myself to do new things, right? To look at new images. I create those vision boards. I look at my vision board each and every single week. I kicked my tenants out because I didn't want their energy around me. And also I feel as though like their lifestyle, their energy, their thoughts were getting into my consciousness and they were just distorting my reality. And I felt like as though I was living around their schedule and I just couldn't, right? I couldn't, they didn't understand that my family were the owners. And remember I was telling you about that 20-year timeline? Well, they're already here for 11 years. So that's what I'm saying. Don't let anyone distort your reality. So pretend that you're in front of the judge and the judge is asking you when, where, okay, where's the documents? It never happened if you don't have it documented. Time is subjective, and it's like a Cuban saying, well, Puerto Rico's not really Puerto Rico, you know, Cuba's Puerto Rico and Puerto Rico's Cuba. No, honey, Puerto Rico has the red stripes, right? Puerto Rico is part of America. Cuba's Cuba. Cuba's communist, right? A Cuban will sit here and lie to an American who doesn't even know the difference between Cuba and Puerto Rico. right? And they'll be like, oh, Cuba's part of America because it's close to Miami, right? No, honey. Like, that's why I'm saying education's valuable, right? Education is so valuable. You have to know your geography, your geopolitics. You're like northeast, never eat soggy worms, right? Northeast soggy worms. Like it's too important. All right, so I went in with this beautiful shade. I'm going here. It's all one brush too. Look at this. What color? I'm gonna go in with this color because I want to deepen it. No! I did not expect that. Yeah, girl, I said I wanted to deepen it, but not that much. Okay, we're gonna go with an empty brush. Okay. So when this happens, and it's not the look that you necessarily want, it's gonna come out better than what you imagine. So what we're gonna do is just smoothen this out. With what you have on the eye. And it's gonna be no biggie. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. And whatever's left over on this brush, you're just gonna oh my God, y'all, that came out so dark. Look at that. Well, I guess it's the look. So, oops. We're gonna go ahead and do mascara. You know, for a balm, this is a lot of eyeshadow. Look at that. Look how the eye looks. Okay, guys, let me finish my eye and then we can go back to not getting your reality distorted. Oh, wow, look at that. Let's put bronzer on because a girl needs bronze. We're gonna use some MAC. I swear MAC and L'Oreal are the perfect match. Look at that. Look how it just, MAC and just lays on top of L'Oreal. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Girl, I cannot believe I accidentally put all that eyeshadow on my eye and now I have this fabulous look, but accidents happen and you have these fabulous look. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get back into the lesson. I think I'll use this lippy from Maybelline. This is color 175 called Ringleader. Okay. Why? Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this. So I dyed my hair recently with the little packets from Garnier. And I'm honestly impressed. It's like a little packet and it's just meant for a cover, root touch up. Absolutely incredible. I fell in love with it. And honestly, I'm so impressed. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and go back to not getting your reality distorted. That's kind of like, you know, you're never going to go ahead and completely protect yourself from getting your reality, not getting your reality distorted. Give me a second. Rather, however, there are things that you can go ahead and do to defend yourself from getting your reality distorted. It's kind of like protecting yourself from being so sensitive to criticism. Like, we don't like being criticized, right? But if someone is criticizing you and it's someone that you respect, like, I hope that you would take that into consideration and improve yourself, right? And also improve your well-being. so you can learn and develop. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. I don't have my vanity set up yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be incredible when it comes. So when we're talking about not getting our reality distorted, a lot of, in preventing the human mind from psychosis or whatever you want to go ahead and call it, you need to go ahead and understand you have 2 feet on the floor, right? A lot of people don't understand that that there's different trees. Like, a lot of people don't realize the trees that are outside. Go outside and look at the trees. When you travel, do you look at the trees? When you travel, do you look at the different birds? When you travel, do you hear the things around you? I'm very like kind of shocked that when people come to Puerto Rico from other like states, they're not. It's like a consciousness is waking up at them, and they're like, oh wow, there's other things around outside besides Wisconsin. Yeah, there's other things outside besides Wisconsin, right? And it's because your reality has been so distorted that from media, right? The media that you choose to consume, that states that that's all what's out there in the US. That's all you have available to you. That's all you can be, do, have. But in reality, you can choose to create who you want to be. That's why I don't look at this like, I look at like a lot of on the lawyer side. I don't look at what's in the criminal mind. No, I don't care. Like I just know there's bad people. I don't need to study who makes a bad person. I just know that you're bad. Hey, honey. Like, and I'm looking at the legal perspective because eventually I'll go to law school. But right now I'm in the e-commerce section, right? And when I first started, I did, I hate to say this, I entered the Facebook groups, right? And I ran into the moms, like the stay-at-home moms that were so desperate for money because their husbands don't give them money. And I entered that telepathy got into my brain. And instead of the hardcore, like I was go-getter, bold, like consistently posting like how I am now, very confident in myself. Of course it's coming. Of course my money is always coming. But I became like a mom, stay-at-home mom with like 2 kids, and her husband doesn't support her, and that's not the vibe that I'm here for. Like the vibe that I'm going for is something else. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you're building something or when you have something going, you cannot be with anyone. You have to be only consuming content or only be around people who have the same things that you have. And there are people online who have the things that you have. For example, I told my mother, I was like, you know, mommy, I'll be a great lawyer. You know what? I think I'll be a great lawyer. She said, wow, finally, right? And it's because everyone told me I'll be a great lawyer, of course. But in reality, I'm only like, I know I'll be a great attorney, but is that something that I want to do with the rest of my life? No, right? Trials are exhausting. But I love a good trial. But I don't want to do a trial all the time because other parties are manipulative. What do I like? I like going on set. I love going on set. I love going on set. I love the dresses. I love the glamour. I love that. So I'll focus on that. I like Catherine Zeta-Jones, right? That is what I'm focusing on. But Catherine Zeta-Jones even has her own education. Y'all need to focus on that. And just because someone tells you that you would be great in this, I'm pretty sure there's other people that would tell you that you're also great in the things that you want to do. That's what I'm saying. Don't let even your loved ones distort your reality. But out of respect, who wouldn't turn down a free college education? Think about that. You can always pursue both things. I think the concept of the riches on the niches has really impacted a lot of y'all not to pursue everything. You're going to live to 94, 100 years old, and you're going to tell me that you're not going to go to law school when it's for free? Think. Go ahead. There's God, but you also need the legal system. Go ahead and go to law school for free. Stop distorting your own reality. Go. Like, that's what I'm saying to you guys. Another thing. Y'all are letting social media distort your reality. Why is everyone broke all of a sudden? It's because you guys are all talking to each other and you guys are all broke. That makes no sense to me. How is everyone struggling? Why is everyone struggling? Why is everyone struggling? Why? That doesn't make any logical sense to me. How is everyone struggling? How is everyone struggling when there's other rich people, when there's rich people out on the planet? That makes no sense to me. And so you're sitting here and telling me that you are also going to go online and complain that you're also struggling and you're putting that energy out there. You're letting other people distort your reality. Oh, wow. One job rejected you out of how many out there? You probably didn't want that job. I guarantee you probably didn't want that job, right? I think about the thing that you actually did want and you do want to do with your life. That's probably what you truly want to be doing. So I would probably focus on that, and that's paying you. You are letting social media distort your reality. It's like, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to be listening to that content and have their broke, miserable life, because I'm sorry, money is happiness. I want to have a talk of money. Money. Money is happiness, because last time I checked, in order to get to Asia, first class, that requires money, right? And I want money, like I like money. Why are you letting other people distort your reality on the internet? So, for example, if I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights or Disney's, like for me, it's Mickey Mouse, like the Mickey Mouse show. I don't do Halloween Horror Nights because I get scared. Oh, I love that. Thanks. But I'm not on any social media but YouTube, and this is why you are so right. Exactly. Like, I don't go to Halloween Horror Nights because I don't like the energy. It's like too much for me. But if I'm going to the Mickey Mouse show in Orlando, I'm only going to be in October. I'm only going to be watching content for that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm planning my October month, I'm watching content for that. Like, the month of August is already planned out because I'm in litigation. So that's my focus, right? YouTube, social media, and litigation, and trying to visit places because it's still the summer, and also September is still the summer for me, and ending litigation and just receiving my money. Like, that's because I already have my money. I know my money is coming in. Does that make sense? And October is my joy. Like, oh, it's coming back. Everything is coming back to me now. You know what I'm saying? And what am I doing in October to receive it? Like, but all of you guys are like, oh my God, it's stuck and nothing's ever going to change. Well, shit, dang, it's still going to be stuck. You know? Your life is still going to be stuck there. And for me, I'm sorry, but I was in litigation for 3 years. My attorney didn't do anything until I took care of it. And I was like, this is going to be over by October. I'm sorry. I have things to do, right? And that is how your mindset is. To be like, by October, things are changing. Like, this is going to change. This is going to change. Like, it's kind of like weight loss. I will be 118 pounds by December. You have to start telling yourself like that. And you cannot like let your reality be distorted. And shut the up. Stop telling people your goals. Like, I love my mother, but I don't be telling her everything. Right? And that's actually in the book of Florence Scovel Shinn. Like, as soon as you scatter your affairs, it's like done. Shh. Keep it quiet. Keep it silent. Keep it done. Donezo. Right? Be quiet. So stop distorting your own reality. This is the month of August. What are you doing the month of August? Focus on yourself. Okay. Alexa, what month comes after August? September, right?
September comes right after August. It's like the universe's way of saying summer's almost over. But hey, at least the school year's starting.
Okay, September, what are you doing? Okay, October, like, boom, 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 you're focusing one day at a time. One day at a time. I want to go here. What's next? Literally, that's exactly how you have to focus. Stop letting people distort your reality. Y'all, you didn't say, I'm using my example. You didn't say that you wanted to go to law school next year. You said you wanted to go to law school in 2 years, for example. But things might change in 2 years. You might be an Academy Award winning actress. Will that change? Does that make sense? So, okay, when people do you wrong, document everything. It will help you, right? When people sit here and comment on your looks, like I come from pageants, and you're the only one who can sit here and tell you yourself like you are beautiful. So ignore everything and listen to no one. You are there for the pictures. You are there to represent your family. You are there to see your own change. Like for me, I've always wanted to get my teeth done. And you're just there for yourself, and you're there to have a good, beautiful time, right? And remember, your reality is your feet on the floor, okay? So guys, I really hope that you guys watched this video through and through, enjoy the makeup look. I am learning to love my hair. I didn't put any blush on. Oh, I like my hair like this. And remember, Cuba is not Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico is not Cuba, and Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., and Cuba is not part of the U.S., even though it's close to Miami. And don't let anyone distort your reality, because you can just look at the map and just look at the times of the day and say, this is the reality. If you can research it, if it's documented, no one can distort your reality. Document everything. This is your reality, what you can be, do, and have anything that you want. You can create anything that you desire. And yes, the world can be a good place, but you have to create your own good world. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.